Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification if at all you like the video towards the end, so that you can be notified on time when I am going live to do the videos on transits especially. And all the videos in the beginning part are short tutorials. So I hope the astrological world also will be subscribing here. Thank you so much for watching. We are heading to the Maharishi Parashara conference on in the month of November from 21st to the 25th. And I'm going to be lecturing on the Dasha, timing the events on Sunday, 24th of November. So please do enroll yourself on time so that you can get a good slot for yourself. Otherwise, the all slots get booked very fast and you will miss out on this. So I hope you will enroll fast. I have done all the lectures earlier also, 2.5 lectures on predictive as well as transits. And now it is going to be the turn of Dasha. So Vimashotri Dasha I'll be covering here. So please do enroll yourself. Thank you. And you can do it on maharishiparashara.com, or you can also, maybe drop an email to vlastrology24@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing a very important month that we are heading to, that is August 2024. I'll be navigating through the turbulence that we are going to be heading because of Mercury's retrogression and combustion. Then we have Sun going into the, or we can say crossing the Gandanta position, and then we have Venus and getting debilitated, and Mars also going into the inimical sign of Mercury. We do have Jupiter's ingress in Mrigashira Nakshatra, and they are going to be at war with each other also. Jupiter and Mars are going to be at war. Saturn is going to be at the same degrees. I'll be explaining. But before I start the video, I must tell you that the transits are not seen the way it is shown to you. They cannot be that quick. They cannot be this short 2 minutes noodles, because it is going to be taking a lot of effort that we look into the transit, because we have to get into the details and depth of each and every transit, that how they are relating with each other. Otherwise, it's of no use to just go through the reading superficially. Okay, one planet you pick and then you just start doing the reading. It's not like that. We have to see how the planets are forming a connectivity with each other. And before that, we have to see how they are getting connected with your dasha. Until unless the dasha is there. Suppose you have a package, okay, a courier or a delivery package which is ready to be delivered. So that package is the first and the foremost thing, which is, and the content inside it, the material or whatever you have ordered for, that is also the main thing. Now, the package is the dasha and the delivery guy is the transit. So first of all, you must have the package. That is the product. That is the commitment, the basic commitment in the horoscope of marriage, childbirth, etc., etc., etc. So if you have it, then that package definitely will be delivered to you on time, if at all that package is ready. That is the dasha. So maybe, you have it, but, the package is not getting ready only on time. So I hope you all have understood. My audience is very intelligent. I'm sure they will understand what I mean. So when you talk about transits, you have to see whether they're forming any connection with the dasha. And if at all they're forming a connectivity with dasha, it has to be delivered to you. It has to be then seen how the planetary positions are in the sky. When is it going to be? So that is what the predictive at VL Astrology is about. That is why I get into the depth and the detail and give you the readings, consolidated readings as to how the planets are behaving in the sky and how they're going to be actually impacting you. So let's dive deep into the planetary positions this week, this month first. that how they are going to be. And then we come to the festivities, what festivities we have, new moon, full moon, etc. And then we move on to the 12 sign predictions. I hope you all will enjoy this video. It is not going to be boring for you. I hope so. I try my best to give all the predictive, in a positive manner, but and not a drag. So I hope you all will enjoy the readings. Okay, so first of all, we have to see what exactly is happening this this month. So many events I have zeroed down on. If you can see, I have not just given you Sun, Mercury, Venus, what they are doing in the sky, but I have also given you date-wise that when the planets are forming a connectivity, what kind of events will happen. Okay. So first and foremost, we have to see the sun's position. Sun is the king of the zodiac. So sun is going to be in Cancer sign till the 16th of August. So we divide it into two parts for that reason. The month is divided into two parts. The first part is when sun is going to be in Cancer sign. So if you are having a Cancer predominant horoscope or you have sun dasha on, so this is going to be a very precarious time because sun is going to be in Gandanta and will be moving into Leo sign. So for the authority especially, this is going to be a very important part because sun is going to be the ruler is going to be in its own zone from 16th August onwards. So this is going to be a very powerful position. So if you're waiting for some good news, or you are sun ruled, or you are dasha of sun right now, so this is going to be a very important month for you, an iconic month for you, especially post 16th of August, after Gandanta is over. Actually, Gandanta is something which is going to be a difficult position. So you should never make any hasty or important decisions on especially 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. When sun goes out of this zone, then you can. From 18th August to the 16th of September is a good time period for you, for sure. Mercury is going to be in Leo till the 22nd of August and is going to go retrograde on the 5th of August till the 29th of August. And then in between, it is coming back from the 22nd of August into Cancer and is going to be called as demoted position of this Cancer, of this Mercury, because it is going to be, it has already transited through the Cancer sign and now it is coming backwards. So what happens when you're promoted and you're asked towards the end of the day that you have to get back to the same class that you completed? So how will you, the grade that you have already completed, you have to go back. It's not a good position. So there are some unfinished things that you have to finish, some documentation, etc. So you do it at that time. But remember, this Mercury is going to be in Gandanta from the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd also. Venus is going to be in Leo sign till the 25th of August. I've already mentioned in my weeklies also, and goes into the debilitation sign of Virgo from the 25th of August to the 18th of September. And it's going to be conjunct Ketu, not to forget Ketu. Whosoever is going to be joining Ketu is going to be feeling a little uneasy if you are in the dasha of Venus Ketu, or you are having predominant Taurus and Libra signs. Mars is going to be in Taurus till the 26th of August and is going to be in Gemini. And as you know, that Mercury is also combust and is also retrograde. So when is Mercury combust? From 5th of August to the 28th of 4th of August till the 28th of August, Mercury is combust. So this is going to be a little tough time for this Mars in Gemini sign for a couple of days and then moves into the positivity. Jupiter is going to be transiting Taurus Mrigshira and is going to be from 20th of August to the 28th of November. So this is a separate video that I have done. Please do watch that. Saturn in Purva Bhadra also, I have done this video, 6th April to the 3rd of October. And it's an elaborate one. You must watch it. And Rahu Ketu are already in Pisces and Virgo. And these are the true nodes from November 29, 2023 to 29th May 2025. Rahu is in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra. I've already done the video. Ketu is in Hasta. I've already done the video. So they will be in the same Navmansha, but they will be in different nakshatras. Now comes the most important part, which most of the astrologers skip because it takes a lot of time. So please do not take this lightly, because Sun and Rahu are going to be at the exact trine. at the same degrees on the 1st of August. I must tell you, this is a very, very important one, because when Sun and Rahu are at the exact degrees, it is going to be a very difficult position. That is on the 14 degrees, 14, 15 degrees, they'll be on the same degrees. So people who are supposed to make some decisions, important decisions, they might just have some issues as regards to their decision making, government job, government authority, or you are yourself in that position. So this is not a good position. You can get confused or defamed also. Okay. Mars and Ketu are going to be at the exact trine on the 2nd. That is on the 2nd, they are going to be at 14 degrees. So Ketu is looking at Mars. So some major volatile energies, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, etc., we can experience during the in and around 2nd, 3rd of August, or some major landslides can happen. So we have to be careful about all that as well. Venus, Mercury are at war on the 6th to the 8th of August. They are going to be at somewhere around 6 or 6 degrees. They're going to be at war. Let me see what would be the degrees. They will be at 9 degrees, I guess. 6, yeah. So they're going to be at somewhere around 8 to 9 degrees when they are 9 degrees actually, when they're going to be at war. So this is also the time, because Mercury is combustion retrograde also. So one must be careful about their decision making. And, it is said that, whenever they are in retrogression and they are in combustion also. So when Mercury is at war also, so this is going to be a very difficult period. You must understand that Brihad Samhita says that there are 4 types of planetary war. People don't even think about the war. War is a very important phenomena, that because we are heading to Mars and Jupiter at war also on the 12th to the 15th of August. So what exactly is the difference? There is a difference. Bheda, Ullekha, Amsumardana, and Apasavya. Now, these are the 4 types of planetary wars in Brihad Samhita. Please do mention in the timestamp if I miss out that I have mentioned about the differences. Now, what is Bheda? Bheda is occultation. It is the overlapping. That means they are at fight when they are at the same degrees, okay, almost at the same degrees. And this is also known as occulation, basically. Then Ullekha is when the rims of the 2 planetary paths touch each other, but they do not overlap. Okay, that is why the declination is very important to check. And this is called the obstruction, when they touch each other, but they are not at the their planetary path are not overlapping. Then is Amsumardana, when the rays of the 2 planets appear to clash each other. It is termed as Amsumardana. Another name for this is Kiran Sangatana, that is clash of the rays. That means they're going to be very, very far, yet their rays are going to impact each other. And when a planet's disk is covering the other, move south in the opposite direction in retrograde movement. That is when Mercury and Saturn will be right opposite each other. That is when this is going to be, this Apavasya. So that is also a very important one. See, there, if I start explaining, these are going to be very, very, it's a long, then it is going to be a long video. But surely I'll be explaining a little bit about Mercury's retrogression, because Mercury is going to be moving backwards, as well as it is going to be at the same degrees as Sun. So Sun and Mercury are also going to be at the deep combustion on the 18th of August. Now, before that, we have Venus, Mercury at war on the 6th to the 8th, Mars and Jupiter at war, and 12th to 15th, Mars and Saturn exact angle, means they are going to be in the same photon axis at the same degrees. And then we have, so these are precarious days. When I'm writing this, that means you have to be careful on these dates, because if you are already in the dasha of Sun Rahu, suppose on the 1st of August, you have to be careful. 2nd August, you have to be careful when Mars Ketu dasha is on. And especially when you have Mercury and Mercury also predominant, because Ketu is in Mercury sign. So you have to be careful for surgical process, driving, etc. You have to be careful. Then we have Mars and Jupiter also at war on the 12th to the 15th. Mercury's deep combustion on the 18th of August. That is, it is retrograde also, and it is at the deep combustion also when the sun is at 1 degrees. It has just transited through Leo sign. So this is going to be also in Kandanta. So can you see how the condition of Mercury is going to be? It is going to be retrograde. It is going to be in Kandanta. It is going to be combust. So Mercury is going to be the hero of this month. So too much of turbulence can be felt because of your communication. So you must understand that whenever Mercury is retrograde or is combust, it influences our communication, travels, technology, information. Some erratic disruptions happen. So this is the time to review or revisit your past issues, past friends, some close vicinity people. You have to see that you are having a lot of intellectual clarity and decision making rather than going haywire, rather than taking hasty decisions. And there can be a lot of miscommunications and misunderstandings also during this time period. So you have to be very careful. There can be some mental confusion. There can be technical glitches. Your gadgets you have to be taking care of even more. The backup is important. If at all you have any kind of issues that you are experiencing already, so take the backup, keep it ready with you. And you must actually go in that deep retrospection or introspection, revisit your past projects and unresolved issues. You have to really do that right now. This month is a very, very important and a crucial month for that. And do not have any ego clashes. Heated arguments can happen. Patience will pay. Practice patience rather than, being mindlessly communicating. And then you feel that, oh my God, my interactions are becoming really, really very painful and they're not concise. And the email messages, documentation, you have to be careful. If at all you are applying for visa, PR, etc., just go through your process again and redo the things. Review, reflect your relationships also, and major contracts. If you have to sign, be careful. Do not just go, just because you have to do it, so you do it. No, just give it some time, spend more time, stay grounded, stay connected with your own self, and just make decisions very, very carefully, because this is going to be a little tough time period. Also, we are having Venus Saturn exact opposition on the 19th of August, which is again going to be not that great for financial decision making, relationship wise. Also, there can be some very difficult positions or situations that you can be entrapped in. You have to be very disciplined during this time. Saturn, Jupiter will be at exact degrees in the Kendras. That means in the angular angles, 410 axis. Again, they're going to be on the exact one on the 21st of August. And Mars is also on the exact degrees, and Venus is going to be aspected by Mars on the 22nd, 23rd of August, because Venus is in Leo sign and is aspected by Mars over there. Okay. Now coming to the, see, the summary part is always very, very long, because I do not, it's my duty. I don't know whether you like it or not, but I want to give away all the information that I have. Now we have very important events happening this month. That is, this is something which is very important. New moon on the August 4th, which is in Cancer sign, and full moon is in Aquarius sign. And it is going to be on the 19th of August. And we have Haryali Tej, we have Krishna Paksha Treyodashi on August 2nd. Shani Treyodashi is there, Pradosh, as we say, on the 17th of August. And again, it will happen on the 31st, Shani Pradosh on the 31st, which is the Krishna Paksha. Okay, so you can fast on these dates. That's why I mentioned. Raksha Bandhan is on the 19th of August. Haigreev Jayanti is on the August 19th. Let me share with you the festivities. You can just have a close look at the festivals also here. Okay, 1 second. I don't know, some glitches keep happening. Okay, so these are the Drik Panchangam. So you can just change the place as per your place and you will get all the details. So we have on the 1st of August, we have Shravana Krishna Triyodashi. So we have 4 Triyodashis this month. That is the 1st August. Then we have, of course, you have Amavasya, that is the new moon. And then we have, see all the, this is the 3rd Shravana. And then we have, I just wanted to share with you the most important one, that is, see Shani Triyodashi is on the 17th. So this is the second one. This is Shukla Paksha. Then Raksha Bandhan is there on the 19th. Gayatri Jayanti is there. The Gayatri Mantra that we chant, that is on the 19th of August. And then we have Shravana Purnima, that is on the 19th. And we have Gayatri Japam. We have Kajari Tej, that is also very important. Mahasanghadan. And we have Krishna Janamashtami. How could I miss this? Yes, we have Krishna Janamashtami also on the 26th of August. So this is what. And we have Shani Triyodashi on the Pradosham on the 31st of August. So we can fast on these dates. And of course, Krishna Janmashtami is something that, we are going to be starting to celebrate very soon. Wherever in whichever part of the world you are, it's going to be a very important one again. So now coming to one more information I want to share. Share. I hope it's sharing. Yeah. So you can see now quickly, I will explain what I wanted to share with you all. See, Mars and Saturn and Jupiter, they are in the angular to each other. And then Mars is looking at Venus at the same degrees. And there is the sun transiting here. Mercury is going to be combust and retrograde and is going to be at war with Venus, and Jupiter and Mars are going to be at war. Rahu and Sun at the same degrees on the 1st, and Ketu and Venus are going to be at the same degrees. Mars and Ketu are going to be at the same degrees on the 2nd. Can you see the degrees? It's going to be looking here. So these are not looking good. Actually, these positions are not looking good, but what we have is, we have a Jupiter's grace. Thankfully, Jupiter is direct and is going to be helping us out everywhere. Okay. So this is what is going to be. तो ये है इस महीने का transit. Okay. So let's start with the predictive now, because this is based on the ascendant, moon, and the dasha. Okay. What is the dasha? Now, until unless you see the dasha sign, you will not be able to know what exactly is happening in the sky. You have to correlate it with that. Okay. So I will be giving you the consolidated reading as per all the transit positions I've just mentioned. And the best remedy I have given you is that keep a constant check on your communication. That's what you have to do. This is how you can navigate through your turbulences around. If you just keep your mouth zipped up wherever it is not necessary, you will be doing well. Just review everything, your thought process, and do the Ganesh mantra. As I always say, this is the month where Jupiter is also going to be in Mrigasira. So it is going to be a very important one to start anything new when Jupiter is transiting the Mrigashira Nakshatra. So do refer to that video. So coming to the Aries sign first. So for Aries natives this month, you have, okay. So you have to be very careful about, number one, your finances. Don't make any hasty decisions. Jupiter and Mars are going to be at war. And all the dates I have given in the beginning part. But surely this is going to be the time when 12th through the 15th, you have to be careful about. But your Lagnesh is in the 2nd house. So your efforts are going to be paid off. So nothing to worry about that. But yes, Sun is going to be in your 5th house, which is again going to be very positive for the progeny's sake, for creativity, for making any major decisions as regards to your knowledge gaining and your children and the student natives also. And Rahu and Sun are going to be at the same degrees to start with. So this means that you have to keep your head in center. On the first, especially, you have to keep your head in center while making any decisions. If you have to change your place, change your job, do not make any hasty decisions. Maybe, some foreigners will come into play and they will just mislead you. They might just misguide you. Oh, we are doing well there. Why don't you shift out? So don't get carried away in all that. Also, your communication, there can be some communication gap with your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, especially when Mercury is turning retrograde on the 5th of August. So you have to be careful about certain, documentation process or anything to do with your communication with others also. Short journeys, short travels can be a little cumbersome, but you can really, plan everything well so that you are not, especially on the 20th, 22nd, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. If at all you have any plans, they can be back and forth. Drive safely on the 2nd and make very careful decisions as regards to litigation. Do not get involved in any kind of unnecessary rifts. It can lead to some mental setup getting haywire. Now you will say, why only negative readings? There are positive things also happening, which I will be coming to. Now, Jupiter is transiting your 2nd house and Venus your 5th. So this is very, very positive for progeny, for making money out of money during the right time periods. See, when Mercury is retrograde, you have to be careful any which ways about your financial decision making. But Jupiter says, okay, go ahead. I will guide you through. So take the help of the experts, maybe your father-like figures, maybe some overseas delegates or somebody who is actually guiding you through might just come into play right now. So take that guidance, take that support, rather than, just on the first you have to avoid, but post that, you can definitely do it, because Sun is going to be moving forward and Rahu is moving backwards. So Sun gains the strength also. Post 16th of August, you will definitely experience some strength in your decision making, boldness in your decision making. Maybe your competition that you are sitting for, the exam that you're sitting for, you're appearing for, is going to be a success, and you're going to be hired in a government job, if at all you're looking for one. But you will get that authoritative position when Sun transits through your 5th house. And this is also the time that you have to maybe plan your, onward journeys, or you have to plan your, don't get carried away by the entertainment industry or entertainment around. People will definitely, make you just, lure you, and then you just regret later. So don't waste your time. Use this time to make the best use of your resources around you. Okay. And of course, Jupiter is transiting Mrigashira, so which is definitely a positive time period for you. It is the 1st house and the 9th house connectivity also. So follow the path of dharma. Any kind of inaction will lead to, laziness. So you have to be very, very, alert, and you have to do things very carefully. Also, we have Venus and Mercury in, in the 5th house at war. Now, this is something you have to be careful about, because this might lead to some decision making which you have to reverse. So you have to be careful about your financial decision making also, because it is happening in your 5th house, being the ruler of your 7th and the 3rd and the 6th. So you can have some litigation coming through, or it can lead to some romantic breakup, affair can break up also. And duality in relationship, somebody's cheating on you and you get to know. So that can also come up with Venus and Mercury at war. So this is like a logic reason, and Venus is not a meticulous or a very analytical planet. So you have to actually be analytical. When they are at war, someone has to win. So that also depends on the declination, who will win. So I've not checked that, but surely this will be most likely Mercury, which is retrograde and is combust also. So it's weak actually. So it wins actually. It said that the one which is weaker wins the war. So you will definitely be winning. Oh my God. UK children attacked with knife yesterday. Yeah, it's see, knife is Mars, and Mars and Ketu are in trine to each other, especially in the south of your place where you are. You will hear the news even more. And Rahu and Sun are also in trine. So Rahu is confusion. So there can be some problems related to the authorities. So one must be careful and be prepared for some major decisions coming through from the government also. Major policy changes can happen as well. Okay. So the best thing is, because we are heading to a Janmashtami, we are heading to Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan is when we tie a band, like friendship band, to the brother. The sisters will be tying that. So in India, it is a very beautiful ritual, and Janmashtami is when Lord Krishna was born. So these are two major festivals that we are heading to. So when you have beautiful festivities, beautiful environment, surroundings around you, I think it is a very it balances out the negatives. So we as Indians, Hindus, we celebrate all these festivities for this reason only, that all the negatives get minimized, and the relationship with others gets better. So that is why the festivals are so important, and it really connects us with our Hindu culture. So we must actually perform all the rituals also. And we have Rahu Ketu transiting through the Libra and Aries Navmansha from 16th to this August to the 2nd of December. So we have to, for you people, because it is going to be Ketu in your first house, so you have to be any which ways taking care of your health, your mental setup. It can be the detaching energy that you can feel more after the 16th of August. Maybe you're working too hard, or you sometimes feel that, I want to do things now in isolation. I want to retrospect and I want to introspect. Sometimes you feel that. So that kind of an energy can also be prevalent, on the 16th of August till the 2nd of December. It's a long transit though, but it will give you that kind of a feeling even more. Okay. The detaching energies. Your partner can become very demanding also during this time period. So take care and have a great, great month ahead. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So I have put in all the readings, all the dates in the beginning part as to how the planets are forming a connectivity. To start with, for Taurus natives, Venus is going to be in your Leo sign. It's a good transit for you because it's in the Kendra and right opposite Saturn. So it's a Dhanu Yoga also for you. But the thing is that Mars and Jupiter are also going to be at war. So these are the positions when you have to be careful about, while taking decisions, making decisions about travels, about investments, about health. You have to be careful. There can be some ego clashes between you and the people around you. You have to be cautious, but it will give you a lot of strength also. It'll give you strength, vitality. At the end of the day, you will, even if you are having health issues, you will be fighting it out and you'll be coming out of it. So that is something, because Jupiter is there and Mars is also giving you that strength and courage. Also, Sun is going to be from the 16th onwards in your fourth house. So this is also a good time period if you want to make any decisions as regards to change of place. It is positive for you. And Saturn is already in your, Saturn and Sun are right opposite each other in their own zones. So can you see Venus and Mercury are together? Mercury is retrograde compass this month. So all the positions are, the nexus that is formed is in such a manner, which is indicative that there is a lot of hyper and activity month for you. A lot of activities you're going to be involved in. There will be disciplined lifestyle that you'll be leading this month. The work is there, you'll be finishing it off. Luck is by your side, remember. Also, the authorities, the co-workers, they will be supportive of you. If at all you have anything to do with your friend circle, what happens, sometimes we are dependent on someone. So they might just not be supportive of you. They might not be helpful. So you will get that clarity also, that illuminating energy that you feel that, yes, I now came to know that this person is not the one I trusted. So you will get that clarity. And by the end of the day, when you get this clarity, I think it's a big achievement when you know that this is, going to be a little unsafe kind of a situation. So you're protected. And Sun till the 16th is in your third house, which is good for your communication with your people around you, journeys. So this is something which you should take it in a stride also with the Ketu energy here. Venus also transiting through. Venus is going to be in Virgo from the 25th onwards, which is your, Lagnesh after all. So you have to make maybe certain decisions as regards to your children. Maybe your, in your romance, you can have some issues because Ketu is detaching energy and Venus is debilitated in your fifth house, in the trine of your Lagna. So this means that you cannot be analytical. You cannot be very meticulous about your relationship. Sometimes what happens, Mercury is a very analytical planet. That is why he exalts in Virgo. But it's not a business deal after all, love, relationships, these are not business deals. So what happens, you will feel that why we have to go through this churning, why we have to have this kind of a give and take kind of a relationship always. Sometimes it so happens that, you love someone and you just start giving a lot from your side and without expectations. No reciprocation is given. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay, but it should not be taken for granted also. I have seen people just, on the receiving side and always, just not in that position to give. So the other person feels used. So don't get used, but in love, it is something which balances things out. So Ketu is prevalent. Ketu energy is also there. So you will feel that, you are getting little lesser love and affection from your partner. Your children will become very serious in their studies. And they will be very creative also. They'll be good at writing. They'll be good at, getting into the tiniest and detailed, kind of a studies. So you'll be happy on that zone. And then we have Mercury turning retrograde on the 5th of August, and it's going to be till the 29th, combust also and retrograde also. Now you will say, what about the Astangata? See, we must give a more weightage to retrogression. Retrogression means that there are certain reversals. We have to be careful about your communication. We have to be careful about our business deals, contract signing, and our technical glitches that we can go through. So be prepared for all of that. Especially Mercury is your second and the fifth house ruler. So you have to be careful about your finances. Maybe, there can be some depletion of finances, or you make some wrong choices and decisions. Some stock market or crypto, etc. You're not able to make the right kind of choices, and then you regret. So you have to review everything and see to it that it's all safer bet. Sometimes mutual funds are also, MF is good. So just see to it that don't get carried away. Nowadays, people are switching to mutual funds, especially in India, instead of fixed deposits. So what's happening? Because of the, thinking that it is a very secured kind of a thing. But people have lost a lot of money also. I forewarned them when they came to me, for the guidance, that, where should we park our funds? I said, let it be in the fixed right now. And they invested somewhere because it's all market linked and they lost a lot of money. So we have to be cautious during the Mercury retrogression because there will be a lot of upheavals, trends that can change often in Mercury combustion and retrogression. So it's like a very, very powerful energy which is happening, right? When a planet is in Gandanta also, it's demoted also. So can you see what is the condition of Mercury? Mercury is a very, very important graha, remember. Until and unless there is a Mercury, there is lack of linkage between all of us. It's only Mercury that I am connected with you all, remember. So when Mercury is having so many energies together, Mercury is going to be retrograde. Mercury is going to be is combust, Gandanta, demoted. It's coming back. It's fallen. So it's coming back to the previous sign. So Mercury is in a very uneasy situation. So what is going to happen is that your creative thought process might just not fail you. You think that you can do well, people will understand you, but it might not happen that way. So what happens when the planets are not in your favor? You must lie low. Mars and Ketu are also going to be at war, remember, at the exact degrees on the second. So can you see how the energies are playing out? So Jupiter and Mars are at war, Venus and Mercury are at war, Rahu and Sun are in trine. So can you see how much, so how can I say only good things? Yes, when it comes to the personalized readings, I always tell that, yes, be positive. There are good things also going to happen, right? They are coming your way. And if it is a good time, the bad times will definitely be there as well. So you must be forewarned. So if I don't forewarn you that this is what the situation is like, how will you be prepared? Do not get carried away in your investments. Do not get carried away in relationships. Do not get lured by a good job proposal, good business proposal, too good to be true. Do not fall prey, because you will fall on your face later when Mercury gets direct, remember, because whatever you go through in Mercury retrogression, it has to be a reversal time. So you have to be prepared, well prepared for all this. Okay. But overall, one thing which is good is that Sun is going to be in its own zone after 16. Saturn is going to be in its own zone right opposite each other. So it's a very, very strong, powerful yoga which is forming in the Kendra. Your Yoga Karagraha is going to be right opposite Sun. So you will be making good amount of I would say, reputation. You will be actually gaining that fame and name in the society you move around in. Okay, good for the authorities. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So that's the reason the readings go so long. For Gemini natives, you must understand that your Lagnesh is going to go retrograde. Your Lagnesh is going to go combust. It's going to go through the Kandanta again. It's going to be demoted to the Cancer sign. From Leo in Gandanta, it will be moving backwards to the Cancer sign. Please note the screenshot I have given in the beginning part. Please take a note of the dates. The dates that are precarious, I have mentioned in the beginning. Please do make a note. I request you all. Because you will not know what is happening when. So don't make any decisions which are very important for related to the planets, if you are in the dasha also the same. Now, we have Mercury at war also. Can you see so many energies? Just poor thing, the planet Mercury. Now, whenever Mercury is in an uneasy situation, you must make sure that your money is intact, your investments are intact, education plan is intact. You must have a foolproof planning for your backup of the technical, your gadgets, etc. Maybe, you can have crashes in your laptop or your phones, your technical glitches can happen, your communication can go haywire. There can be that you are shooting an email to someone and it goes somewhere else. You are trying to hold yourself back when you are really upset, but you just blurt it out, and there is a lot of misunderstanding which can come up, or there can be a lot of thought process which can go haywire also because of this Mercury getting retrograded and then combust also. So when Mercury is actually retrograde, it is going to touch upon this Surya energy also, and that's happening on the, let me tell you, see, it is going to be at the same degrees. I'll just tell you one sec. I just noted it down. So it is going to be at the exact degrees on the, so you have to be careful about that. So Sun and Mercury are going to, Sun is at deep, Mercury is at, on the 18th of August, sorry. Okay, on the 18th of August. So that is somewhere, that's the time when you have to be careful about your decision making, especially. Okay. Short journeys, long journeys. If you have to plan, you have to plan it really well. You have to be, you have to keep in mind that I have to take care of my so and so stuff. I have to take care of my passport. I have to take care of my visa, and whatever is missing, I must just try to fill it up, rather than just taking it easy. Oh yes, understood, it's understood, everything is fine. But sometimes what happens, things are really not fine, and you realize it once you reach a place, document is missing, because you have taken it very easy. But with this kind of a situation, you can't. Maybe your emails that you're shooting, even your readings, if you're a consultant, um, you might just guide someone very carelessly, without getting into the depth of it. Some guidance about your finances, especially if you are into finance industry, you have to be cautious. Okay, you're teaching. If you're a teacher, you might just teach something which you have not learned well, or they can be that you're conveying something wrong by mistake. It could be a mistake also. Okay, by mistake, sometimes we do that. Even I do that. But we have to be cautious now. Okay, so take the backup for sure for all the gadgets. There can be technical glitches that we all can go through even more, because we must understand that Mercury is in the Ketu's nakshatra, also in Magha nakshatra, and Ketu is in Virgo sign in your Kendra. Education wise, communication wise, property related matters, vehicle, if you have to purchase, see to it that everything is intact. Sometimes I've seen that the engine is not okay, they have to go redo it. So even in the new car, I have seen people having problems. During Mercury retrogression, you should avoid buying these things, actually. Also, Mars and Jupiter are going to be at war, so you can be, very agile. You can be very agitated, but at the end of the day, you will know that yes, knowledge is actually, knowledge supersedes the actions. Until unless you have a knowledge about a particular thing, you will not be able to move further on. So that is something which is going to be giving you some kind of knowledge. Even if at war, they are friends, but definitely you're going to be very, very charged up during that time. Now, I've given the dates. Please, I think you can just refer to the dates. Mars and Ketu will be at exact degrees on the 2nd. That much I know. Okay, 12 to 15, they are at war, Jupiter and Mars. So, what is happening? Mars and Ketu are also going to be at the same degree. So that means we will hear more about earthquakes, landslides, fires, accidents. So we have to be careful. And it's an earthy sign. So earth related even more. And south direction, especially, I feel, because this is in the south direction, to second sign and sixth sign, they are all south direction signs. So one has to be very careful about, or we can say, be prepared. That's all. Because natural calamities we have no control over. And now coming to the good things, because I've just said only the negatives. The best part about your horoscope right now is that Saturn is in your 9th house and Sun is going to be right opposite. So it's good for the authorities. It's good for you as an authority also. You will really do well in your work. The quality of work is going to get better. The communication with influential people will bring in more confidence in you. So you must connect with those kinds of people who are going to be imparting knowledge to you. You feel that, yes, I'm learning something. Okay. So that is something which is going to be very, very positive. 6 to the 8, just be careful. There can be that, you're very confused and you make wrong decisions as regards to your children, or children can be a little anxious. Okay. In your love relationships, this is the time when, this is the month which we can divide again into 2 halves. So it will be, in the first half, it is going to be giving you a lot of emotional bent of mind, and then you will be very practical. So in your relationship also, you will be, that triggering factor will be there, to separate. Or maybe, starting a new relationship might just be a little difficult for you post 16th of August. So you have to take your call. Okay, be logical rather than being in that emotions, making wrong decisions. So the first half of the month, you will be very emotional, and the latter half, you will be very practical. At the same time, you will make some wrong choices and decisions because Mercury is going to be in Gandanta also. So that is something which is going to be, I would say, a mixed kind of a feeling that you'll go through. But yes, your Lagnesh and your fourth lord is getting retrograde, combust, Gandanta, demoted. So you have to be cautious any which ways. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So I hope it is not boring. Some people find it boring, so you can tell me. So for Cancer natives, now you see, you must depend on the weeklies also because it's a moon sign ruled, chart. So you will experience, see, Cancer natives have a lot of mood swings for that reason only, because their ascendant ruler is moon. Moon is the swift test. It changes signs every 2 quarter days. And that is 54 hours. Every 54 hours, moon changes signs. So 27 nakshatras, moon is going to be transiting in 27 days, approximately. So what happens? Your mood will be sometimes really very good. 6 hourly, I would say. 6 hours, it transits through one of Mansha. So if you are very agitated, just try to give time, 6 hours time to yourself. And I believe in me, you will be out of it, or you will get too much into it also. So depends what kind of energy you already have. Suppose, if you talk about, say me, if I am getting very upset on something, I do get upset. I lose my temper also at times. But you know what? Not my temper, but temper. I lose temper also. So what happens now that I know, it's not that I don't, I also forget that today is nakshatra is so and so and all that. So what happens whenever I am losing patience, losing cool? So I know that this situation is going to end in 6 hours. It's going to get prolonged for only 6 hours. So I do what? I tie a rubber band, a rubber band. This rubber band remedy works wonders. So I just release it. I pull it and I release it. So what happens? It is a reminder call that no, things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. And believe you in me, within few minutes, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. So we all have a Cancer sign. Yeah, we do have a Cancer sign in our horoscopes. So what happens? It is our emotions that, we are emotional people. We have certain types of emotions. So when you do the rubber band remedy, tie a rubber band, which is really a thin one, which hurts you. So pull it and release it. So you will wake up. It's a wake up call that you're hurting yourself. No, reminder call. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Have patience. God is there. He'll listen. He listens. So all that, I do. These are workable remedies also. So whenever you feel that there are certain negatives that are running through your mind, just use the rubber band remedy and you will be out of it for sure. Okay, so sorry for prolonging this particular topic. Now we come to your horoscope. Jupiter exalts in the first house of yours, and it's going to be with Mars. And from the 12th to the 15th, it's going to be at war. So now that is something when a planet is at war, what happens? It's a volatile energy. It's a tug of war. Okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Now your actions and knowledge will come together. Okay, so you will be performing as per your knowledge. So you must regain knowledge, or you must acquire more knowledge during this time. So that is something which is going to give you some kind of relief in whatever pain that you're going through. So suppose your job is not done, it's prolonged, and some project is on hand and it's not finishing. So you will have to use your knowledge and you have to upskill yourself. You must gain that knowledge to complete that task. It is incomplete knowledge that you're using and it's not helping you. Mercury and Venus are also going to be at war. So we must take good care of our finances. Don't make decisions as regards to your relationships. Hasty decisions might just backfire this month, especially because Mercury is the ruler of your third house, communication. overseas travels and journeys and short distance journeys might just be cumbersome, or you have to do back and forth in your PR visa, short journeys, long journeys. You can have issues that you have to face. See, Venus is also going to be in debilitation sign post 25th of August, and Venus is going to conjunct Ketu. Now, that is something which is, Ketu and Venus is like, in relationship, in finances, you will have minuscule, means you will lose out on something, or there's a lot of expenses, or you will save money also. It said that, if you're making a lot of expenses, so now you will save. But it can be the vice versa, if at all you don't, if you have not spent a lot of money. So expenditures are going to increase also. Communication, that is something that you have to be keeping a check on, constant check on. You can go little, in that recluse, or you can just stop talking to people in that isolation. Post 25th of August, Sun is going to be transiting out of your first house, the egoistical first house, to your second. So when Sun is in the second house, it's not that great for your finances any which ways. It just depletes the finances. Actually, it burns out the finances. But you will get to know how you can, where the money is going. So you will get that illuminating Sun, no? So you will get that clarity also post 16th of August. Okay, I can make money out of money by this way, rather than using this track. So you will change track. Okay, I must seek help and advice from some expert, and then I should go for my investments and park my funds well. At the workplace, you can maybe meet some influential people who will guide you through, and this is going to be a very positive time for your growth. As it is Saturn is retrograde, make the best use of this. Any kind of change, house change, job change, profession, portfolio, anything to do with your department, your bosses, seniors, they might just change also. Mars is in dignity, I would say, for you, for your Karagraha Mars. So it is going to be making you very action oriented, but at the same time, very aggressive. So you have to be careful about your speech, your, maybe your co-workers, the people who are working for you. There can be some kind of issue that you can go through with your co-workers also, or your colleagues, because Jupiter and Mars is looking at your 6th house also. So don't get involved in any kind of litigation during this month. It might just give you some kind of an issue, or it can be prolonged and dragged. Also, Saturn is retrograde, so I would find it giving results of the 7th house now. So relationship, you might be feeling that are, you're in the isolation zone, you're getting detached from your loved ones or your partner, or the partner is getting very, very detached and matured and sensible and doing certain other things rather than paying attention to the relationship. So you might just feel a little uneasy this month for relationships. And any kind of new relationship will definitely trigger marriage, can also happen, and childbirth, progeny, or your conception can also take place this month. Quite a conducive month for that. Just be careful, Mercury is retrograde. So for stocks, shares, crypto, parking your funds somewhere, you have to be cautious, depending on your personal chart, of course, your personal dasha. And if you're in Mercury dasha, be more careful for these 3 weeks. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. All right. So for Leo natives, first of all, you have to understand that Leo natives also have mood swings, actually, just like Cancer natives, I said. Why? Because, it changes signs. Leo sun changes signs every month. So Sun has to have a good connection with other planets. That is why it does well in 3, 6, 10, 11 houses. Now here in the 3rd house for Leo natives, it's a debilitation sign. Yet it does well because Sun needs to mix with people. If at all, you are the authority, or you are the prime minister. Suppose you are the, prime minister of a particular society, or you're the authority secretary, or whatever, you can name it. So that kind of an authoritative personality needs to mingle with people. So that is why this Sun does well in 3rd house. So when Sun is in your 1st house, your Lagnesh, so you're going to be like post 16th, of course, but before that, it is going to be in your 12th house. So relation, delegation, overseas journeys, overseas connectivity, expenditure on overseas authorities and health issues, etc., can happen. But when Sun moves into Leo sign, that is post 16th of August, and that is going to be in Gandanta also. Now, this will give you a lot of clarity about, it's like illumination. Okay, I need to do this, but remember, I have to have the servitude attitude rather than being the kingly one, because the egoistical king or the isolating, see, king is always a loner. He works in solitude, but he looks after everyone. That is what this Leo sign is. So don't keep yourself first, keep others first, because your sixth house has a Saturn sign and your seventh house has a Saturn sign. So the more you do for others, the better you get. So when Sun transits through your first house, it is giving you an opportunity to work for others, work through others, work with others, and take them as a team leader forward and make team leaders out of team leaders. So you're going to be actually working on these things, and you will be gaining that strength also now. But remember, in Leo sign, there is a Saturn energy also emitted by the seventh house. So Saturn in the seventh house is Digbali, and Sun in the first house is exaltation place also. So it's like, there is a very beautiful energy which is forming, because you're going to be connecting with masses now. You will be famous. You will meet those kinds of people who will actually show you the path also. If at all you're on the wrong direction, you will get that clarity also, but you have to keep your ego aside. Maybe, you will get that name and fame, and you will just get floored and carried away and flattered, and you will lose out on all that, because you must be grounded. You must keep your ego aside if you want to work with people, if you want to be with the masses. All right. So some new job offers coming in, you getting influential, you meeting influential people, definitely latter half of the month is your way. And Mercury, your second and the 11th Lord, is turning retrograde. It's going to get demoted. Gandanta, it's going to get combust. So you have to be cautious about your speech, about your investments, about your work, about your family, about your relationships, about your gadgets, about your expenditures, about your learning process, because Mercury is turning, getting too much of energy this month. So that is the reason Mercury, when gets retrograde, combust, Gandanta, and demoted simultaneously, that means that you have to be careful about these areas: communication, education, gadgets, technical glitches, travels, education plans, investment plans. So you have to pull up your socks before 5th of August. Yes, I need to do this. I don't need to do this. Okay, it's getting stationary on the 4th. So you better be prepared and start doing and thinking. If you have parked somewhere where you feel that, no, my gut says that this is not going to help me, or this money is going to go down the drain, just pull it out. Crypto, Bitcoin, whatever, wherever, MF, or, something to do with your fixed deposits, somewhere, where you feel that this is not going to pay off. So just pull it out. Okay. It's not at all nice if you are guiding people or misguiding people. This transit is not going to be very positive for you, for sure. So you have to be very, very careful in emitting those energies, which are having agenda or something, some hidden agenda behind it. So just don't carry any agendas. Just do for the community, and you see how things will be. It will definitely be in your favor. Also, we have Venus transiting through your debilitation sign on the 25th of August till the 18th of September. So when Venus is in the debilitation sign in the second house with Ketu, you might just become very careful about your expenses. You might just be very careful about your family members. You will become very spiritually inclined also. With the female counterpart, especially, you will have more connectivity. Excuse me, that is what. Let me see what I have written. Okay. Okay. So Rahu is transiting your 8th house, so be careful about your health. Anything, any minuscule kind of a health issue also, don't overrule. Just go to the doctor, see the doctor, and get your checkups done thoroughly. Jupiter and Mars are in the Kendra, and they're going to be at war also, and that's happening on the 12th to the 15th. So during that time, you have to be careful about your communication at the workplace with people around you. You can, Jupiter here debilitates actually, in the 10th house. So what happens? Jupiter is asked, or we can say that it is pushed to work through the finances or to the material realms, wherein Jupiter is a knowledge giving planet. He wants to impart knowledge. He's a teacher. So don't reach too much. What will happen then? People will not reciprocate or not understand or will not take it. And then you will get a little agitated. So balance things out. Don't overdo things. All right. At the workplace. Overall, I think all the grahas I've discussed, Saturn is not going to go anywhere. Jupiter is going to be in Mrigashira or Nakshatra. So your Bhagya Lord is getting enhanced. Bhagya is getting enhanced, I would say. So make the best use of your luck. Travels will be good for relationships. Also, things are going to get better. Good for progeny, good for childbirth also. It's just that you have to take care of your relationship because the partner is getting very, very uneasy and detached and isolated. Also, not a good time for starting any new relationship, I would say. No, relationship one can start, yes, because Jupiter is going to be in Vrikshara. You can. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. All right. So if it all, it's a prolonged one, I think. Very long video. Okay. And never mind. You must get to know the exact transits, and I don't care if it is a long video, but I want to do what is my karma. I don't want to get carried away by the people who are making shorter videos and doing too much of graphics and all that. I don't care also, and I don't even worry about all that. It never bothers me because I'm doing my thing and very, very unconditionally. All right. Not boasting, but yes, I'm very happy about it because it's my therapy also when I give away whatever knowledge I have. Coming to the Virgo signs. Now, for Virgo natives, you must understand that Mercury, your Lagnesh, is going to go through 4 situations. Number 1 is retrogression. 2 is combustion. 3 is going to be in Gandanta. And 4th is it's going to get demoted by the 22nd of August. Demoted means it's going to go backwards towards that sign where it was already completed the span and now it is going back. It's asked to go back. Maybe, you forgot something, you have to quit your karma. So that's the reason you must actually, be very careful about your decision making. Now, travels can suffer. Technical glitches can happen. Expenditures can go up. Somebody in the hospital can be really unwell. You have to look after and the bills shoot up. Also, with your uncles and aunts, you can have issues to resolve. And you have to be careful about your communication with your friends and family. It can give you complications in your relationship with your coworkers also. Now, is it only negative? No. You will be getting into that limelight. You will get to know what is happening around you, inside you also. You'll be very introspective because it's in the 12th house. It's a sign of illumination and then moves into your 11th. So maybe somebody from your own friend circle, the community you move around in, might just help you, might just come to your rescue. Okay, take the help of that person, maybe some expert or some consultant or somebody, maybe an astrologer, might just guide you through. So take the help of that person of your choice. Also, Jupiter and Mars are in your 9th house and they're going to be at war also. Mercury and Venus are also going to be at war. I'll tell you in a bit. So first, that one, 6 to 8, Mercury and Venus are going to be at war. So can you see how much energy this Mercury is going to go through this month? So we must do Ganesha mantra for that reason. Ketu is already in the 1st house. Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namo Namaha. Why I did for 3 times? Either you do for once, you do for 3 times, you do for 5 times, you do for 7 times, you do for 11 times. So you have to do it that way. So you must recite it's not that you, when you recite Ganesha chant, see that's something which everybody can do. Ganesha mantra, Hanuman Chalisa, Gayatri mantra, Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Shri Suktam, Lakshmi Stotram. These are something which one can recite, okay, easily. But when you do the Bij mantra, you have to be careful about that. You have to get it from someone. So Ketu's Bij mantra one must do if at all you have Ketu Dasha going on or Antar Dasha. So see to it. Now you have a Sun transit after 16th of August to your 12th house. Your 12th Lord is going to be in the 12th house, so it is making that powerful. So you will be in that introspective mode already. You will form a connection with your overseas people. You might just have some health issues, or your father will have some health issues. So you have to be careful. Expenditures you have to plug in. Maybe, you're going to be very well connected with some real good people, influential people from abroad or overseas, or you're traveling overseas and you meet certain people. You can go very spiritual also during this time with Sun in the 12th house. You might just be, visiting some bigger religious places or spiritual journeys you'll be taking up. So that's something which is very positive for 16th of August. You can plan from now itself. Also, we have Jupiter and Mars at war on the 12th to the 15th. So you have to just be careful about your knowledge, where you are going to gain knowledge from. Who is going to impart the knowledge? You have to pick and choose. Maybe, some false guru you get entrapped in, and then you regret, why did I waste my time with this person? And you get to know, oh my God, because Jupiter is going to be in Mrigashira, you will get to know also. But you are very quick. You will be very sudden in making decisions. Impulsively, you will be making decisions. So that you have to be careful about. Also, we have, can you see all the planets apart from Saturn and Rahu Ketu axis? So it's a blocked kind of a thing. You want to do things, you're not able to. You, as if somebody has tied you up very, very well, and you're not able to use these kinds of energies. You have a lot of potential, but you're not able to use it. So you must acquire knowledge from the right place. So the more you get knowledgeable, the better you get. The more you skill yourself, upskill yourself, the better you get. As far as your relationship is concerned, I would say that do not get into any relationship till the 16th of August. If you do, then this might just be a very short-term relationship. In your marriage, spousal relationship, live-in relationship, partner can get very, very meticulous in earning money, or is going to be having a lot of aspirations, and can be expecting many things from you also, and you're not able to reciprocate. So this might just be giving you or the partner some anxiety. Venus is going to get debilitated in your first house from the 25th of August till the 18th of September. So you need to be really careful about your looks. Now, if you have to go for any surgical process, you can. 2nd of August, also, I must tell you, Ketu and Mars are at the same degree. So drive safely. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental setup. You can go a little aggressive and wild also. But as far as the bed pleasures is concerned, it is going to get active until the 25th of August. It's definitely very, very positive for you, the physical aspect. Okay. So this is what is going to be. And please do perform some ritual, because Jupiter is transiting your 9th house, is conjunct the 8th Lord, is going to be transiting 8th Lord's nakshatra. You must perform some rituals for your health. Do the homam. Small homam at home. You can call the priest. If you can't, then you can just do it. You just see online how to perform a homam. You just need the ingredients. You can just put a small Havan Kund you can buy, and you can online order, and you can do it at home. I do homam every evening. I make sure that I do it every evening, even if it is this little of the ingredients into it, but I do it. Okay. Any one chant you can recite, and Arati you can do towards the end, and you're sorted. Okay. So that's something, which is very practical also. Our sages have, imparted this knowledge to us. So there must be some reason, isn't it? So if Jupiter is there in the 9th house, we do this. But if Saturn is there, then it's something very different, okay, which I will tell you some other time. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. My dear Libras. So you all know that Libra is one of my favorites. Okay, so coming to Libra sign. So for Libra natives, this month is actually full of positive energy to start with, actually. You know why? Because Venus is in the 11th house. Even if it's a Badaka place, don't worry about it. It just gives you slowdom in your work and your some kind of health issues it gives. But definitely very positive for your professional career growth. You will meet some people who are going to be giving you that breakthroughs now. Sun is also going to be in your 11th house post 16th. Until the 25th of August, Venus is going to be there. So you must understand that Venus first gives the result of the 8th house and then starts giving the result of the first. So 8th house result means in the 11th house, that means you are good to go for your investments. You will make some sudden amount of income. Somebody will give you some money, from somewhere. Mars is also looking at your second house, after all, not to forget that. Though it is not in a friendly zone, but still, Mars is Mars. It has to give you some clarity about your future paths. Your action, you are going to work out a lot during this time. You're going to be really, you can go aggressive also, but you can actually vent it out by working out, by sweating it out. The more you sweat, the better the Saturn and Mars get. Remember, okay? So when we have Sun transiting your 11th, post 16th of August, it is definitely very positive. Before that also, Sun is Digbala here. Sun is actually gaining that directional strength. So it is good. It is definitely very positive for you to connect with the authorities. You're working, your job is doing well, professionally you're growing. I have heard many Libras complaining that we don't have a job because from the 10th house, Saturn is transiting the 8th house. That is why it is called the Panoti, because the karma is actually, it requires a lot of effort. A lot of hindrances will be there and then success comes to you. Since Saturn has transited your 5th house, which is the 8th from your 10th, you are feeling some uneasiness at the place of work. It could be that, you're not able to do things, or, everything is getting slowed down, or, you have lost the job. People are not helping you out at the workplace. You are overburdened. You're anxious. You're anxious for a number of reasons because, Libras are any which way is anxious on the small things. They get anxious because, Ketu is also transiting your 12th house. Okay. One sec. Sorry about this. So what's happening? This, and of course, Venus, these people are very friendly though. They will be always there for you. If somebody needs your help, you will be the one who will be there by their side. So you have that. But at the same time, you, if don't expect, that is something which is very difficult for you. You will start feeling that, oh, I did that for that person, but I did not get this. So that is something because your Mercury is your 12th lord after all. So you start getting little analytical and you get anxious also because of that. Now, your Bhagesh, your luck lord, that is Mercury, is turning retrograde. It's turning combust, is getting combust, is going to go through the Kandanta, is going to be demoted, but it is demoting in your 10th house. So what will happen? The job that you got, actually, you will get a job. Now you will be asked to join again, or you will be asked to come for the final round of the interview. So you will be selected, but you must be prepared that there will be some documentation issue or some issue that you have to go through when Mercury is going through so much of energy and is going to be at war also with your Lagna Lord. So when the Luck Lord and the Lagna Lord are at war, what happens? You will feel very uncomfortable and you feel that, there is no support from the divine. You feel that. And then you start feeling, why am I doing so much? Why I'm not getting the results? So you feel anxious. So it's going to be at war from 6th to 8th only. You can definitely do well after that. But do remember Whenever you are experiencing any negatives, do the rubber band remedy. What is the rubber band remedy? Tie a thin rubber band, just pull and leave it and release it. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, you must remember that this is rubber band remedy works wonders. Why? Whenever you're anxious, you have to, what happens when you're anxious, when you're angry, when you're feeling little uneasy in life, what happens, you just want to give up on everything. You feel that nothing is working your way and you're very frustrated. So do this rubber band remedy at that time, 2-3 times, just pull and release, and it will hurt you. And that hurt will actually, that pain that you go through, the mental pain will turn into the physical pain, and that's easier to handle, remember. And then comes the divine grace. Yes, I know, I'm out of it. Suddenly you will feel that I'm out of it. So just, just surrender. Sometimes we need to surrender, and then the grace falls. We keep things to ourselves. We are just nobody, we are just nothing. Not even a, small granule in the dust particle in the, on this planet. So you must actually start giving others and, not give up. And that's what is going to be. And Mercury is going to get weak, but it is going to be giving you some forewarnings that just, be careful about your travels, be careful about your money matters. There can be some frauds which can happen. So be careful. Don't give money to anybody like that. Just cross-check and keep checking your accounts also well. And also there can be that you invest somewhere where you lose money. So be careful about your investments also, Bitcoin, crypto, MF, fixed, all that you have to be careful about. And also about your travels, education plan, higher studies, research work. If you are into the research, because your 8th and 9th Lord are getting conjunct and at war on the 6th to the 8th. So you need to be working on your research work. Maybe your project gets selected. You never know. And the thesis gets sanctions. Okay. Once it's sanctioned, you have no problem. I can tell you, looking back. So it's good. Also, when Sun is transiting your 11th house, so the success is definitely coming to you, your name and fame is there, and, you're going to be doing really well. So Rahu is in your 6th house. Any which ways, you have to be careful about your litigation, etc. Don't fall prey to what others are doing and saying. Don't compare. And take care of your fitness regime, of course. And Mars is also in the 8th house. You must take care of your fitness regime. It's going to be in trine to Ketu on the 2nd. So be careful about your health. Be careful about your communication, and your money matters also. Acquire more knowledge on whatever you're doing. Just barely baked or half baked cake, what will happen? That is not, that we cannot eat it, isn't it? So that barely, cooked information that you have might just lead to fall. So you need to actually acquire more knowledge, positive knowledge also. So as far as a progeny is concerned, so this might just trigger progeny, childbirth, and Jupiter is in the 4th house from the 5th house. So it is good for your children also, for student natives also. It is a good time period. All right. Coming to the next one. I think Libras get most of the time. Now, I can't be partial. From next time, I have to be careful. So for Scorpio natives, this month is going to be a very good month for you. Why? Because Mars is going to be looking at your Lagna and is conjunct your 2nd Lord, your 5th Lord. So this is a beautiful time period for you. Make the best use. Till the 26th of August, Mars is going to be in your 7th house. See, whenever the Lagnesh is aspected by the Lagna is aspected by the Lagnesh. If I'm looking at my own house, what will happen? I will look at, with love, with care, with affection, with a lot of, that this is my place, this is my abode, isn't it? So you will take more, you're more nurturing, you're more caring. So this is like a protection. That eye is a protective eye. So when Mars is looking at the 1st house, first of all, it will take care of your relationships. It will take care of your health. It will give you that energy and strength. Mars is vitality. Mars is impulse also. Remember, but aggression that you have, you should channelize it. Channelize it well towards those areas which require energy. Suppose, it is looking at your 10th house also. So you need to work on your 10th house. You need to focus on your 10th house affairs. What are 10th house affairs? Your job, your profession, your career. Okay. So you need to actually focus more on that. Maybe you are not giving that kind of time. So now you will start giving that time and energy. Since 12th of July, you have been experiencing a lot of boost in your energy at the workplace. Okay, I must do this, I must do that. Also, Saturn is looking, Rahu is also looking at the first house, but Mars is also looking. So this is a big time saving grace. So what is happening? Any kind of confused state of mind that you have, now you will get that clarity. You will get that, that boost in energy. In your relationship, you have been experiencing a lot of upheavals. Okay, no, that back and forth kind of a thing, because it's your sixth lord after all. Sixth lord in the seventh house gives a lot of issues in relationships. So you need to work on that rather than, just procrastinate it. That, no, I want to separate from this person. Oh, I give up. I can't be with you or your partner, either or, are thinking like that. So you need to be really working on your mental setup now. No, this is not the right time to go ahead with this, this parting ways. Give it some time and you will see that, things get better. Things do get better for you. Okay. Also, Jupiter and Mars are going to be at war from the 12th to the 15th of August. Now, this is the time period which is the most precarious one. Now, the knowledge and wisdom will be superseded by your actions. What happens, you have thought something else, but you're doing something else. You are in your head thinking that, no, I must take things easy. I must not part ways. I must not do this. I must not do that. But your actions are saying, okay, let's do it. So you have to strike a balance now. You have to do what you're thinking, what you are actually thinking wisely. I will not say whatever you're thinking you do. No, whatever you're thinking wisely, make decisions wisely, and you see how well you will go through this process. Okay. You money wise, your children, your relationships, your romance, your creative energies, you will be very much into all that as well. But at the same time, you need to be very careful about making decisions as regards to your conception, because Rahu is there in your 5th house. If at all you're thinking of traveling overseas, you need to be working on that, in that direction also. Mercury is turning, your 11th lord, 8th lord is turning retrograde and demoted and combust and Gandanta. All those energies are going to be prevalent this month. So you need to be focusing more on your health during this time. Take care of your gadgets. Take a backup, so just keep a backup of everything. Maybe your laptop crashes or something like that, can happen. So you need to be prepared. Okay. Number one, education. If you are thinking of changing your subjects, okay, you're a student native and you want to change your subjects, you're not happy with what you're doing, or maybe, you are just joining some courses. So you might just have a back and forth kind of a thing. Okay, I didn't like it. Now I have to switch. Okay, I'm doing this. Now I have to do this also. So multitasking will also happen. Multiple subjects you will take up, or you will be confused about your decision making. So you need to take help of the counselor, or you have to take the help of the astrologer, or anybody who is in charge or expert. Just take the help of that consultant that you're seeking help from, rather than, making decision in haste, because Mars is also looking at Mercury and Venus. So you might just commit that kind of a mistake. So you have to be careful. Okay. And Sun after the 16th is going to be in your 10th house, which is definitely a very positive time. The kendras are getting very strong. The strength is going to be there. At the workplace, people will respect you. Name and fame is there. Job completion, project completion, meeting the delegates, meeting the financial partners, or influential people, or the politicians, the government authorities. Anything which is stuck up will start getting that momentum, because Saturn delays, but Sun expedites the matters. Sun illuminates, gives you ideas. That is why Sun rules the 5th house. Creativity, ideas. You will get that clarity now. You will be inclined to enjoy working, actually, because it's a sign of entertainment also. So maybe at work, you will enjoy. You actually enjoy doing work, because any kind of karma that, you're involved in, you do it passionately. That is why I like Scorpio for that reason. They're very passionate about their work. I really like that about them. Okay. Now, don't start thinking that I'm a Scorpio. A very dear friend of mine, one of my dear friends is a Scorpio. So I'm not biased, but I have seen her, really slogging it out and working really very hard. So I really appreciate such people. Okay. So this is what, and Ketu is in your 11th house. You are in that isolation zone with your friends. I know you're not actually, or maybe, you are on the spiritual path. You like only those friends who are spiritually inclined. At least me and my friend, we have been, we have friends from a long, long time. But, she's very much, she's very picky. She's very choosy about her friends. She's not going to be, and when they pick and choose their friend, they just are, there by their side. They will not leave there. They will always be there by them. So that is the quality that Scorpio have. And I love you all. Okay. So have a great month ahead, and do take care. Love you all. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this month is going to be a good month for you, because you have your Jupiter in the 6th house and is going to be at, is going to be transiting your 5th house Lord's Nakshatra, that is Mrigsira. Now, when you have 5th house, Lagnesh, Sun and dignity, so you have a very powerful Dharma Trikona working actually. And what is the Dharma Trikona? Dharma Trikona means responsibility. You're actually going to be more responsible. You're going to be doing for others now. And the more you give, the more you get, kind of a situation is going to take place. Luck is by your side after 16th of August, any which ways, because Sun is going to be in your 9th house. So the first half will give you some clarity about things, but you will start something, but the results that you are, waiting for, you will get only when Sun transits your 9th house. Travels, meeting the right kind of people, gurus, performing some rituals, visiting some spiritual or religious places, shrines, etc. So all that will happen. But the only problem is that Mercury, which is transiting your 9th house, is going to be coming backwards in retrogression to your 8th house. Now your 7th and the 10th Lord is coming to the 8th house in retrogression. That means there will be some reversals that you will be experiencing in relationships and at the workplace. Maybe you're waiting for a job that might trigger, that might just happen. But post Mercury transiting the Cancer sign on the 22nd of August, it might just be taken away from you. So you have to be prepared. It could be that, you are going to be having good job also. The vice versa. Maybe you're not with the job and you get a job after 22nd of August, somehow 10th Lord is going to be in the 8th house. So some obstacles and hurdles, and then you get the job. It's that kind of a situation. But remember, anything to do with 8th house, anything, Mercury doesn't get the dosha, or it is not a bad position for Mercury, only for Mercury specially, because Mercury is a dual planet. So he does well in the night side also, date side also, and dual signs also. Any sign you talk about, Mercury does. It's a neutral planet. So what happens when Mercury is in the 8th house of yours? You will get a lot of clarity. You will get very emotional. The logical reasoning you will keep aside. You will get more, emotional about doing things. You will be emotional about your work. You'll be emotional about your relationships. You'll be emotional about your gadgets. You'll be emotional about your travels, emotional about your investments. So you're going to be little carried away in that. So you need to be very intelligent, intellectually inclined rather than making decisions emotionally. So, but you will, because Mercury is going to be demoted. So something is amiss, something which you have not done, you will be actually going back and doing it. Okay. Maybe you met someone and you did not propose. You might just propose that person. But remember, your emotions will trigger from 22nd of August to March. And it is going to be till the 4th of September when Mercury is going to be in the Cancer sign. And then again in the Gandanta and moves into the Leo sign. So can you see it's going to be a back and forth kind of a story for Mercury? So if you have to make any decisions as regards to all these areas, arenas, you have to be careful. And some glitches can happen here and there. Be careful about the frauds also, because 8th energy is prevalent. So maybe, somebody knows your bank account details, etc., or your passwords, etc. So be careful about that. Don't trust everyone and anyone. Okay. Now, Venus, let's talk about Venus. Venus and Mercury are going to be at war. From the 6th to the 8th of August, they're going to be at war. So this is going to be the time period when you will experience, now it's the 11th Lord and the 10th Lord getting connected. So you will have a lot of desires now. Desires, physical desires, meeting people, that lust, will increase. Venus and Mercury, they're friends, but they're opposite energies. Remember, they exalt and debilitate in the same signs. Now, with this kind of an energy, which is forming a connection from 10th and the 11th houses and 9th house also, so this will give you too much of lust towards making money, fame, people, masses. You're getting that kind on that zone. You're going to be for the time being. It's like a illusion, because Rahu is also in your 4th house, the house of emotions. So what happens? You get carried away. If somebody shows you a spark or lures you, you will get lured. So you have to be very, very careful about all these energies. And this reading will not get anywhere. No one will tell you the nitty-gritties of the transits. Can you see if you are in the dasha? Think about it. If you're in the dasha of Mercury or Venus, what will happen? So this will definitely happen if you are in the dasha of this. So you need to work on these situations even more, and you have to figure out how you can deal with the situation intellectually. And it is going to be giving you some major transitions also. Okay. So your wealth wise, your money wise, your education wise, or your relationship wise. If it is about relationship, you will get really, really, carried away in that. Oh, I can, get physically attached to this person. I'm getting attracted to this person. So let me just, and then you will realize, no, it was a superficial kind of a relationship. So it has to end, because it's a time being thing when they are at war. So be careful about these energies at the same time. Also, we have Jupiter and Mars on the 12th to the 15th at war. Your Lagnesh and your 5th Lord are going to be at war. So war means you can have clashes with your children. There can be a miscarriage, or there can be that you have a surgical process that you have to go through, or you have to go through a litigation, or you're going to be having a lot of fitness desires. Okay, I now want to do the fitness regime. I want to eat right. I want to do this. I want to do that. So, you will be in that zone. Okay. So just try to keep your, see, Mars is action and Jupiter is knowledge. So use your knowledge when you're in that action rather than an impulse. That is the Martian act. Don't do that. Then you will regret. So in impulse, if you do anything, that will backfire. So if you want to start an education, you want to, sometimes what happens, people go really, out of the way to or opt for some, dietary, the boxed kind of, foods, packaged foods, and then you land up into more problems. So that is something you have to be careful about, because this is sixth house energy prevalent. Sixth house is health. Sixth house is fitness. Sixth house is litigation. Sixth house is enemies also, competition. So competition success you will get, of course. Health issues, if you have, you will get the treatment, right kind of treatment. You will get the health issues, but you will get the treatment also, on-time treatment. Okay, Ketu is also there, remember. So maybe your relationship with your co-workers might turn sour. So you have to be careful about that also. Okay. So don't expect a lot from others. I would say do your thing and try to balance things out. Don't get obsessively, obsessive about your home, family. Oh, I need this, I need that. My house needs renovation and you're losing your mind. Don't do that. Okay. Go for that renovation. Go slowly. If you can't do it in one go, check your finances. All right. Finances definitely are going to improve. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. I have actually kept you waiting. So for Capricorn natives, okay. Your Lagnesh is Saturn. Saturn is transiting your second house, that is retrograde. Now tell me how you're feeling since Saturn went retrograde on the 30th of June. I think you people have become more serious. You're working on your finances very seriously. And also in your family, people are actually taking you seriously. You're actually, becoming very, because it's like, Saturn, direct Saturn was not giving you that kind of results as compared to a retrograde Saturn. Retrograde Saturn makes you redo things and rethink about certain areas. Of course, it's in the second house and it's moving backwards towards your first. So you will be, experiencing some changes now. Change of place, change of job, change of your own personality, your way of speech, how you communicate with others. You are becoming very serious, in those things. Composed. You're very composed, serious, matured, sensible, those kinds of words, adjectives go with you right now. So it is good because you've learned your lesson. Basically, you've learned your lesson, but there is a lot of bitterness. Why the bitterness? Because you've gone through a lot. So it will take time. Don't worry. Now, Sun is in the Kendra. None of the planets are in the Kendra apart from Sun. Till the 16th of August, the Sun is going to be in your 7th house. Now, the partner is doing well. The partner has got promoted. The partner is egoistical. The partner is in isolation. The partner is getting authoritative. The partner is getting angry also. There is a lot of upsetness, okay? Or is burnt out, working harder and harder. What happens? Too much of workload. And you are expecting, okay, why this? But you know what? You were expecting. I would say before Saturn went retrograde, you were expecting that. But now you're trying to understand, okay, my partner is doing this for me, for my family, or in relationships, overall relationships, not just the spousal ones, but overall relationships also are getting better because of your understanding. Can you see how your perception is changing? Your perspective changed and your relationships improved. So it's a very positive thing, of course. And Venus and Saturn are right opposite each other till the 22nd of August, actually, 25th of August. Venus is also going to be in your 8th house. Now, this is a Dhana Yoga. So from your partner's family, from the other people's money, you will make money. Okay. So maybe you are into accounts, finance, etc. So you will do well. Okay. As it is, these people are more into finances, looking after the accounts of others. So you will be making good amount of money this month. It's a good transit till the 25th of August, especially. Then we get into the Mars and Jupiter. Now, Mars and Jupiter are also in your trine. So it is a big time saving grace. But Mars and Ketu are also there in the trine. So you need to take care of your children's health. You need to take care of your father's health. You need to take care of your travels. You need to take care of your emotional setup. You have to be very cautious about your thought process. What you think, your actions will reflect that. If you are thinking, everybody, it's not that you will be doing something and you will be saying something. No, whatever your thought process is, it will be reflected. The body will reflect, the physical self will reflect it. So you need to keep a constant check, what is your thought process? Are you getting jealous? Oh, so you will not appreciate others. Even if you're appreciating, it will be very superficially done. So that is something that you have to work on. And you will have some issues with your progeny, children, childbirth, or if you are a student native, or maybe your children, you're away from your children. Sometimes what happens, because it is your fourth lord in the fifth house, so it is a good time to seek blessings from your mom. She'll help you. Okay, she'll guide you. Your mother only will become your guru. So seek her help, seek her advice. Then Jupiter is your 12th lord. Okay, so now 8 places away from itself. So what happens? This is going to be giving you some troubles in the overseas lands, some foreign places. If you are already in the foreign land, so it might be that somebody in the foreign land is, or your native place is suffering with some health issues. So you need to keep a constant track and check. Now your 6th lord, 9th lord, your Bhagya lord is in retrogression, combustion, is going to be demoted, is going to be in Gandanda. Okay. So this Bhagya lord has to be very, very strong. Remember, it is getting retrograde, means that you need to do certain things which require attention, acquiring knowledge, connecting with people, documentation. You need to get your job finished. Whatever jobs you are in hand, you need to finish them. If at all you have to get the registration done of your house or something, get it done. It is required. Also, people who are, oh, did I get disconnected? Please let me know. These are live sessions. The internet can fail me. Mercury is actually going to give me some trouble. Please write if at all. What exactly is happening? Okay. So you need to work on your backup of your laptop, phone, mobile phones, etc. Okay. So you need to be very careful about all these areas as well. Okay. And take care of your finances, banking matters. Maybe, there are some frauds which can happen also, because Mercury is going to be in the Bhagya Lord is turning retrograde, no? So it will give reversals. So you need to be really careful. Maybe, at the workplace, you will feel that, you have been promoted and then you are asked to, you're not given that raise, that increment that you have been waiting for. Okay. So all that is there. Mirrors 2, 4, 6, 8. Can you just let me know what sign are you? What is it that you found not very insightful? Every time I cannot give insights, no, in a flow. So please pardon me if you're not happy with the readings. I try my best. Okay. In a flow, whatever comes into my mind, I say it. For some signs, sometimes I pay more attention. For a few, I don't. So it is just in a flow. I've got no script in front of me. So I hope you can understand this. And please be mindful of your words always. Don't waste your Mercury's energies. Never spoil your Mercury. So for you people, this is what this Mercury is asking you to do. Don't waste your Mercury. Don't utter such things which can hurt your co-workers, your bosses, your seniors, which can lead to your defamation also. Be careful about it. All right. So this is what is going to be for Capricorn natives. And Rahu is, as it is transiting your third house, you have Rahu in your mouth. Your communication is actually going haywire. So your communication, you have to be careful about. You have to be careful about your documentation. You have to be careful about your travels. Ketu is there. So perform a small homam in the evenings at your place every day. Make it a ritual. It'll be good for you. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. Just a sec. Excuse me. Please write the comments. Post the video is uploaded, because you know what? You write here and then you don't write there. So the more the comments, actually, it's a logarithm that works. That if you write too many comments, you like the video, so the views go up, something like that, actually. See, I am not that tech savvy, though I prepare the presentations and everything myself. No doubt about it. Only the meetings I don't set up, because my team is there. So you can get in touch with my team if you want a consultation with me. Okay. But surely you should actually try. If you really want this channel to grow, you must write in the comment section. You must mention everything, whatever you liked, so that, you know, people also get the benefit. You know, the more the videos are rotated and circulated, it is better, isn't it? So let's move on to Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this month is going to be giving you, one second, let me change the Rashi. Okay. So for Aquarius natives, Saturn is transiting your first house. Now, Saturn, since has started to, you know, move backwards, you have been going through a lot of mental issues, actually, you know, anxiety. You're getting anxiety pangs also. Rahu is in your second house, and Saturn in reverse, moving backwards to the 12th. So what is happening? It's like a blocked energy that you're feeling. You're doing things, but you're not getting the results. You know, you're just depleting with your funds. You're not able to save. You're thinking all the time how I can make money, how I can, you know, work on my resources, how I can grow professionally. You're thinking a lot of these kinds of things, since Saturn has actually turned retrograde also. Especially when Rahu actually entered in November, your second house, you have been thinking a lot about this. Can I do some other work? Or can I just, you know, multitask? Or can I just, you know, maybe, you know, somehow not do this and do something else? But do remember, follow the right path. Rahu energy, you know, is prevalent in your second house. Second house is your family values. Rahu detaches you from them. You don't feel like doing things as your family has, as your you know, your value system is. So this Rahu is pushing you to do wrong things, so you have to be careful. Your communication is also getting sour and bitter, so you need to be very careful, because, you know, it's a snake, venom. Rahu is a venom, so your speech becomes venomous. So please be careful for, you know, when you're uttering certain words. What happens, you know, it's said that, you know, the angels pass by, and whatever you utter comes to true at least once in a day. So be careful with your words, be careful with your speech. Sometimes don't you see that, oh, I said that and this happened. What is that? That is something which the angels pass by and they bless you. And it happens because the universe only knows to say a yes. So if you ask for something negative, it will say yes. If you ask for something positive, it will say yes. So be careful with your words. Also, Mars and Jupiter are transiting your Kendra. All the planets, can you see, are in the Kendra? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, they're in the Kendra. So Kendra means the four pillars of life. So these four diamonds, if you can see, they are highly, highly, you know, active. So when Jupiter and Mars are together, in the Kendra. So purchase of property, acquiring knowledge, education wise, this is a good transit. Fourth house activities will is about your homeland. So you might just be visiting your homeland if at all you're in the foreign lands, and they'll be at war also. Jupiter and Mars will be at war also, and that's happening on the 12th to the 15th. So you need to be careful about your decisions as regards to your job. Maybe you will change your job, or you will make a hasty decision and then you will regret. So be careful about that. Purchasing of property, you might just purchase a property in impulse to show it off to others, and then you regret. Maybe you will not get a disputed land or property, but because Mars always wins. So be careful. Don't let the Martian energy take over as compared to Jupiter's energy. Jupiter energy is always business and, attached to it. Be more responsible, be more composed, be more knowledgeable, be more wise when you're making. See, wisdom and action both go hand in hand, no? That is why, Mars and Jupiter rule the trinal houses. So when Mars and Jupiter are together in close vicinity, you will have a lot of confusion, which decision to make, what decision to make. Your actions will become very go haywire. So be composed, be calm, and then not an impulse. And then you will see that the decision is correct. Read the documents, reread the documents, because Mercury is also going to turn retrograde, combust, and is going to be in the Gandanta and in demoted form also in the 6th house. So you need to work on your health. You need to work on your travels. You need to work on your documentation. 7th house is relationships. Venus is already there. So you need to be careful about your finances, relationships, and your travel planning. Okay. Just keep a backup if you have any kind of issues in your phone already, or in your laptop, or any kind of gadgets that you have. So you have to keep a backup already ready. Okay. So this is also the house of competition, where Mercury is going to be getting demoted. So something to do with your, some court case, or something to do with your fitness regime, you might just pursue it again. Okay. It could be that, you're going to be following some classes, joining some classes, some activities will take place. And also, you might just change your job also with Mercury coming backwards. So if you, maybe, you left that job and then you rejoin it, or you just are asked to join it again. Okay. So it could be that it's activating some work. You have to read in, between lines. Maybe, some work that you were supposed to complete, you could not. So Mercury retrogression is going to, or demotion is going to tell you that complete this job. Okay. That is what Mercury is. Venus is also your Bhagya Lord. Bhagya Lord is going to be getting debilitated from the 25th of August till the 18th of September. So you need to take care of your health. You need to take care of your relationships. You need to take care and work on your finances also. Maybe, somebody from, your authorities or your father life figures, they might just give you some, some advice, and you follow it. If you don't, then you just, lose out. So take care of the advice that you're getting. Just focus on that. Be alert. It might just help you. Okay. So that is what is happening with the Venus. And now we are left with Sun. Sun is going to be in your 6th house, good for your health, good for your fitness, good for your communication with your co-workers also, the first half. Then 16th of August, Sun is going to be in the Leo sign. So Leo sign is good for you, for your relationship with your partner. Partner might become very successful. The success is coming faster to the partner. Okay. Mercury is combust, but remember, when Mercury is combust, what happens? Sun takes over. Okay. So the authorities will take over. Okay. So maybe your partner becomes very authoritative also, but will be helping you earn your living also. Maybe, you should do this, you should. But I've seen with Sun in the 7th house becomes, very self-centric kind of a person. Your partner becomes very self-centric, or maybe is thinking only for himself and herself. Okay. So you have to be careful. You need to, but thankfully Saturn is there. So it's like, masses and, the authorities are combining, joining. So it might just be giving you that growth also, publicity also. So use that. Your partner has started to work and is earning well. Could be. Ketu is transiting your 8th house. You need to take care of your digestive system, eat right, sleep well, and don't just, eat late. You're eating late and it is giving you troubles. Okay. Why? Because Saturn is in the Lagna. That's why I said so. Coming to the last one, that is Pisces. Okay. So for Pisces natives, your Lagnesh, that is Jupiter, is in your 3rd house and is going to be transiting all through the month here, and is going to be in Mrigasira Nakshatra on the 20th of August. Is entering the Mrigasira Nakshatra on the 20th of August till the 28th of November. So this is going to be a very positive time period for you, because it is going to be transiting your Bhagya Lord's Nakshatra and your 2nd Lord's Nakshatra. That means wealth prospects are going to grow and grow and grow multiple times. So this is going to be a very positive month for you. To start with, I would say that it is a very positive month for you. Okay. Forget that Mercury is turning retrograde. Forget your 8th Lord is transiting here and there. No. But it is going to be a good month for you, because your Lagnesh is getting stronger. Okay. It is already strong because it is in the Rohini Nakshatra, in Moon's Nakshatra. Now it is going to be transiting your, from the, can you see the trinal nakshatras are getting active from Rohini? That is the 5th house nakshatra to the 9th house nakshatra. So it is giving you connectivity, very strong connectivity with yourself, the creative you, the knowledgeable you. You're going to be upskilling yourself. Okay, I need to do this. When you get that, when you get to know that, no, this is not working my way. So what happens? You try to upskill yourself, isn't it? You're not going to leave things. Okay, you're going to be doing things for towards better, because you're not stopping here. You want to grow. You want to do more. You want to acquire more knowledge. You want to do things for yourself and for others. Okay. So this is what is going to be the actual way of looking at things to grow. Also, it is your Lagnesh and your 10th Lord. So you will get promotion during this month. If at all you are waiting for a job, you will get that. If at all you're waiting for travels to culminate, you're going to be traveling. Visa, PR, etc. you're waiting for will get activated. Will also get activated. And this is going to be the time when you will feel better in your health also, in pink of the health, as we say. Okay. So this is the time when you will experience that your courage is, exponentially growing, and you're growing financially also. And Venus and Mercury are in your 6th house. So some fitness regime you'll be following. You'll be doing some accounts, how you manage your funds. You're going to be working on that. As far as student natives is concerned, this is going to be a good month for you if you want to go overseas, some competition success you're waiting for. I think till now, by far, for Pisces native as compared to other natives, this is a very good month, because Venus and Mercury are in your 6th house. Any which ways, this is the house where they debilitate and exalt. Okay. And right opposite Saturn. So this is going to be a very beautiful time period, especially till the 22nd of August, when Mercury is in the 6th house as well. So this is good for fitness, good for communication, good for acquiring knowledge, good for competition success. Even if it is retrograding, it is going to give you that strength to combat all the hurdles that you're experiencing. At the workplace also, at the home front also, you will feel that, people are cordial with you. And you're going to be gaining that momentum also during this time period. And if you want to, redo your place, you want to, maybe renovate your place, so you can do that as well. And also, as far as, because it's the 7th house energy also, which is playing out. So 7th Lord has gone to the 12 places away. So maybe the partner is going overseas, partner is getting detached. If you're waiting for a partnership relationship, so this might just be giving you some troubles, because Ketu is there. As it is, you are expecting a lot from your partner, and the partner is getting detached. You want to propose that person, but you're not able to, because that person is, very cold or isolated, is not giving you that kind of a signal that, yes, go ahead. That go ahead signal you're not getting. But if you are in the litigation, divorce, kind of a separative kind of a tendency that you're experiencing, this is the time that you will go through it, or you will actually, because Mars is also looking at the 6th house. And whenever Mars looks at the 6th house, Ketu is looking at Mars, I don't find it comfortable position. It can give your pets some issues, if you have 4-legged animals or anybody who you're attached to, your people who help you, your subordinates, etc., your co-workers, employees, you can have troubles with them as well. Okay. But overall relationship wise, it's not a good time period. Don't get involved in any kind of litigation, I would suggest, if you really want this to go ahead. Okay. It is better that you wait for it. Okay. It's better that you don't get carried away in making decisions, because Mars is impulsive after all, and it's looking at Venus and Mercury, and Ketu is in trine and will be at the exact degrees on the 2nd of August also. So take care of your relationship, take care while driving. Short journeys can be little on the 2nd, especially avoid 2nd of August. Okay. I have given in the beginning part the Pradosham dates also. So you can fast on the Pradosh Vrat, you can have, you can keep. So that is something which will help you. Okay. And you can do Rudra Abhishekam. If at all you're having issues in the relationships, especially with Ketu in the 7th and Rahu in the 1st, you must perform Rudra Abhishekam. Rudra Abhishekam will actually help you come out of the issues that you are experiencing in your relationships. So you must do it together. Try to take your partner or your people around you, you're very close to or attached to. Take them along with you to do the Rudra Abhishekam. Should be done by the whole family. It's a rule. If everybody participates, then the benefits are exponential. So do that. All right. Sun is going to be in your 5th house. That's a good transit. 6th house is also a good transit. So you will actually do well in studies, in education, competition. If you are having health issues, you will be out of it. You will get that. It's a Dhanavantri, Sun is the Dhanavantri. So you will feel better. You surely will feel better in your health. Okay. And do one thing in the morning, rub your palms to each other and just put it on your face like this. If you can see this, what I'm doing, because Rahu is in the 1st house. Rahu is illusion, delusion, confusion. So when you rub your palms and give that energy to yourself, it's like no confusion. Then you open your eyes, there's a lot of clarity. So this remedy, nobody will give you. Okay. I think so. So, because, it's all extempore. Remember, it's just like this. It comes naturally. So that means it's directly coming from there, because I don't plan anything. I don't know where it comes to me also. At times when I watch my own videos, I'm surprised. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great, great month ahead, and be blessed, be calm, and don't let the negatives of Mercury supersede. All right. So review everything, redo everything, and check everything again. All the best, everyone. Have a great month ahead. Om Tat Sat.